Hello, YouTube. Fluffy Snugger back with another game. This time we're going to try out Tainted Grail. Hopefully the volume setting isn't too off. I tried lowering Tainted Grail's volume just because it was blowing out my own eardrums. But I haven't played this yet. All I know so far is that it's a deck building game, and I do love me some deck building games. So let's give it a go. Standard game mode, endless misery. It's a weekly event. Ooh. And endless power. Let's try standard game mode, considering that's the only option we have. So let's be male. Fluffiest Zinogre. Aww. Oh, Floofy Zinogre? I think it's the best we're gonna get. Alright. So we got skin tones. We'll just leave it on the first one. Get some hair done. Get myself some long hair. Majestic beard and mustache. What we got? Boop. So I don't really see very much. Can I zoom in? No zoom in. You know what? Let's just go for pure white if possible. I don't see pure white as even an option. Let's just go black. Black will be fun. And then, what's this? Ooh, tattoos. Oh, they're full body tattoos? Ooh. What have we here? I like this one. I'm gonna go with this one. Gear customizations will be unlocked after tutorial. So it's a tutorial. Got it. Let's go! Tainted Grail Conquest is a roguelike game. This means that it's meant to be infinitely replayable. Your journey will consist of short runs, and each run will be a different adventure. You will encounter different patterns of enemies, characters, and locations each time you play. The more you play, the more content you unlock. After winning or losing, you will start over. But don't worry, certain aspects of your progression will be saved throughout all of your runs. Good luck.
King Arthur promised us safety on these shores. Instead, we found stormy seas, rocks like shark teeth, and treacherous mists. Those few who manage to land will be set by hunger, cold, and nightmares born of weirdness.
The heck is weirdness?
My people settled around a gnarled old statue. Though we did not understand its origin or purpose, the enemy seemed to avoid it. That was good enough. For a time. In the end, the winds of weirdness only grew stronger, and the statue failed to protect the settlement. There was fear, despair, and then...
more weirdness?
Nothingness. As reality melted around us.
Sounds like y'all are tripping.
You awake to nothingness. All you can sense is darkness. A dense mass of emptiness so total that even your thoughts disintegrate. Then you hear whistling. An eternity seems to pass before something materializes in the darkness with you. Something angry.
Why you gotta be so
Damn
angry?
it, you weren't supposed to land here. Damn it all to hell.
What?
The creature pauses for a moment, clearly weighing up some options. He taps a finger against one of his horns.
The hell is
Now,
he?
listen, there's a lot to do and no time to waste. What can we try?
Who are you?
Perfect. You can speak, and yes, these are really great questions. No easy answers, though. Sorry to
But there
disappoint.
is an easy answer. Who
Now,
are you?
Listen closely. Are you ready? Brace yourself. because what I'm going to tell you is rather important.
Is it your name?
You're gone. Your village is gone. Everything you've ever known is gone. Yes, everything and everyone, including your very own self, as I mentioned already. However,
But
The
I'm right here.
creature taps two hooves together, marking a dramatic pause.
there is a small chance, an infinitesimally tiny chance, really, to bring it all back.
Don't ever tell me the odds.
You were saved from death in order to keep your reality from falling apart. But, well, it's not going to be easy. First, we must ensure that you're in good enough condition to actually do anything. Which brings us to the problematic part, your body.
I know
You
I'm a bit
squint down
chubby,
at your
but
feet and hands in the darkness. They seem perfectly fine.
Oh no. Oh, goodness me, no. That's just an illusion. I had to get you here somehow, didn't I? Otherwise, you'd start talking about the afterlife and whatnot. And this, my friend, is not an afterlife. This is a total mess.
what is it?
But let's see what we can do. Here, this little trick should get us started at least.
Oh, I have to play as the Weird Hunter. Weird Hunters focus on dealing as much damage as possible using quick strikes and or powerful blows. Faction, Children of Morrigan, base HP 100, base damage 8 to 12. Weird Hunters focus on dealing as much damage as possible using quick strikes or powerful blows. Ultimate ability. Weird Hunters call upon a beast of the weirdness to deal massive amounts of damage to an enemy, depending on the number of charges they spend. They charge their ultimate ability by landing hits on enemies. So if we go for a bunch of small hits quickly, then we could charge it faster. Every hit you deal leaves Hunter's Mark. 400 Mark makes enemies vulnerable. Sorry for that. Schnookums is still carving pumpkins, so I'm messaging her here and there. Boop.
Well, it seems your soul isn't strong enough to be picky about its vessel yet. Don't worry, you'll grow.
I'm trying
Now,
not to be a
we
picky
need
eater.
to see whether my little trick actually worked.
The goat weaves his fingers in an intricate series of gestures. With a final flourish, he conjures a terrifying creature into the emptiness.
Aha, here we go. This is a powerful Avalonian warlock. But don't worry, he's not really here. Not in the truest sense.
But are you
Your
even
goal
here in the
here
true
is
sense?
simple. Fight. Show me that you've got what it takes.
I mean, I can try. Look how big that is. That's 1250 health. You rotate your game's camera by holding the what and zooming in and out with the scroll wheel. Zoom. All right. So press and hold the right mouse button, and we can rotate mouse wheel to zoom in and out. All right. So you're attacking for 10 damage. So the first thing I want to do is block, and then. All right. So I get a number of actions per turn. And then I press this to end. Pay close attention to enemy intent. Hovering on them will tell you what they want to do for this turn. They performs regular attacks, buffs itself, and occasionally summons minions to its side. That's not fair. Block. Then I stun. Alright. So block. Attack. So it looks like blocks only last for one turn. And then end. So unknown. Say performs regular attacks, buffs. And he's preparing for special attack. Small strikes. Ooh, 1, 2. Your enemy just become vulnerable. Take a look at the initial passive skill of your class. Understanding it will be crucial for your survival. How long does vulnerable last for? Duration 1 turn. I'm not sure what you're trying to do. So let's go for an attack, and then let's go for a block. Oh! Each class has an ultimate ability. Smack! Ow! Remember to stock up on combat items and use them often. Sometimes they'll make the difference between life and death. Do I have any combat items? Oh, healing mixture. Let me... If I click use, so that doesn't use energy. So we should go for double block and then an attack. And then what are you gonna do? Enemy intends to buff. So we should go small strikes. Attack. Attack. Oof, 2 times 20 damage. Enemy buffed his armor by 10. This means your attacks will deal 10% less damage. Make sure to check out all icons for important information about encounters. Deal 1 hit for 3 to 5, reduce enemy armor by 10 until end of combat. But really what we need to do is we need to block, block, overhead swing. And then he's going for a big hit, so going for a stun. And then boop. And then boop. And then end our turn. Make sure to hover on your enemies to learn more about their behavior. This is absolutely crucial if you don't want to be surprised in a bad way. Enemy intends to summon an ally. So let's go overhead swing, small strikes, small strikes. That's more than one ally, good sir. Alright, so block, block, small strikes, end. Ow, ow. Oh, does block cover a multi-attack? That's good to know. Effects. Oh, I can choose to strike specifically. Well, crud. Use this on you. Block. We'll take this 4. Go small strikes. Block. Overhead swing. Get rid of the add. Enter. Small strikes. Attack. Attack. And then Weird Hunter. Then end. The enemy just created a barrier. Hitting a barrier won't count as a hit. So small strikes. Attack. And then block. Okay, so block does not block all the additional little hits. Last tip, and you're on your own. Make the enemy vulnerable, play this card, and then hit them with your ultimate. Have fun. Next hit does 100% ability damage. Oh. So overhead swing. Small strikes. Broad reach. And then ability. Ow. Alright, so we go block, block, attack. Oh, does that stay in our hand? That's kind of cool. Enemy intends to buff. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Alright, so we need... Yeah, I'll stun them. Then small strikes. Alright, so he's going for a solid 20. So we block. Then we attack. Then we overhead swing. Alright, so he's coming in for 4 attacks. So we should block, block, attack. Alright, so overhead swing. Small strikes. Broad reach. Then Weird Hunter. Alright, so he's going 2 times 10. It's block, block, overhead swing. This guy is tanky. What are you doing? We don't have any blocks, so what we need to do is we need to go for the stun. And then go for the overhead swing. Four times 5. Stun. Then small strikes. Then end. Alright. Overhead swing. Attack. Attack. Alright. So we need the 1 block. Small strikes. Small strikes. Alright. 4 times 5. Do we have our stun? We do have our stun. So we'll take the stun. Then we'll overhead swing. Pass. It's going for 20. That's not good for us. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Broad reach. Weird Hunter. Ow. Alright, so he's going for the buff. Let's deny him his buff. Then attack and pass. I should have gone for the small strikes. So we'll block. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Alright, we are close. Stun. Small strikes. Two times 10. Block. Overhead swing. Attack. Ah!
Well,
So close.
I should have seen that coming. It was
We were.
optimistic of me to expect you to beat it on your first try.
I was close.
But
What do you
don't
want from me?
worry. Like I said, you'll grow. I'm going to send you to a very special place
I
now.
was this
It's
close.
a mirror of your reality, located in an endless loop between life and death. You won't die there, but nothing's really alive there either. You'll wake up in a place resembling your own village. You'll find a man there whose task it is to help you on your journey. Your main objective for now will be to push onwards, survive, kill the 4 guardians. Then we'll talk.
I mean, you know what? Screw it. Let's go. Pretty sure King Arthur just gave us like super strong booze. Either that or he gave us some drugs, and now we're just tripping. We'll be fine. Use left mouse button or WASD to move around. D.
Right now, this building is an abandoned ruin. However, during your travels, you might find someone who'd be willing to settle in here and help you with your quest.
Excuse me. Alright, I have 100 wealth, 0 weird stones, nothing special, journal, and a character panel.
Where your hometown once was, a lone man sits among the remains. He doesn't notice you. Only when you walk right up to him, he turns his blank stare toward you.
It's not my farmhold, is it? I'm from up north, the land of fog. I don't know what happened.
At least that's one thing you have in common.
A creature that looked like a goat told me I'd wake up in a strange place, and that I'd find someone in need of my help there.
The man looks at you for a moment.
I've already made some preparations and settled in one of the tents here. I can't offer you much at the moment, though. This place is different. But you? I've seen an enormous creature out there. A golem of stone. The evil energy it emits is beyond anything I've ever felt. I'd say getting rid of that beast would be a good start.
So what you're telling me is that weird things are happening. Do you want me to go fight a golem of stone? You know what? Sure. I mean, what's the worst that happens? I go back to the place that doesn't make any sense. We got anything cool around here? Anything? Nothing? Hello? Anyone else? Is it literally only him? Alright. Ah! My camera is weird.
Good. I caught you before you went out, all on your lonesome. Our mutual friend already told you to slay the stone golem. Perfect. The golem is just a start, though. Even if you do manage to kill it, the further you go, the more dangerous the road will become. And since we're talking roads, you're walking within the weirdness now, and it's dangerous. Take these candles, light them up, and try not to let this damned fog close around you. Got it? Oh, and before you face the golem, look around the area. There's a blacksmith nearby who might be willing to join your village. Finding people like him will be crucial for your survival. Each one will be helpful in a different way.
so what happens
And with
when I
that-
run out of candle?
I'm out. Good luck.
Are you just gonna give me these candles and be like, peace, go find the blacksmith? You'll be able to return to your village only after you've slain the guardian of this tier. I don't... What is... You're surrounded by weirdness. Better to avoid being in it for too long. You can use a weird candle. I don't even know what I'm doing. What are you? Why are you so angry? You attack me for 8 to 10 damage? You got a weird card. Forces of weirdness insert them to your hand. Their effects depend on your weird candle's burn level. Use it or be ready for consequences of not playing it this turn. Gain 20% damage this turn. If not played, next turn gain 5 armor. Alright. Just gonna play a block. Overhead swing, pass. Block. Small strikes. Attack. Overhead swing. Attack. Attack. I leveled up! Yay! I got a card. So we got Skullcracker, deal 1 hit for 500% damage, cleave. That's pretty cool. Blade Fury, deal 1 hit for 150% damage to a random enemy in chain. Multiplies the card's effect by the number of cards of the same type played in a row during this turn. All in. This turn, increase the damage you deal by 50%. I don't really have a whole lot of energy. I think I would take Skullcracker. I get a new passive skill. Start every combat with 10 ultimate charges. Start every combat with 2 additional energy. Whenever you play 2 or less cards in a turn, your first hit in the next turn deals 400% damage. Let's take Desire to Fight. I like additional energy. Alright, so I'm supposed to go this way?
It's a mystery why these stones light up and banish the weirdness when people walk by. Many believe Merlin himself invented the runes carved into them. There's also a darker rumor that they were left by the Four-Dwellers to lure humans into their domain, like moths to the flame.
Huh. Let's just
As
listen
the
to
flickering
search.
light of the weird candle combines with the milestone's faint radiance, the surrounding darkness is pushed even.
That's useful. Oh, we got exclamation mark. Oh! I was not expecting this. So let us overhead swing. Small strikes. Block. Attack. Attack. Ow. Ow. One block protects you from 1 hit. Remember to pay attention to enemy interest. When I can't do much if I literally only get to block against 1 hit. Oh, it's Skullcrap. That wasn't enough to, you know what? You can go down. How did you survive? That doesn't make sense. How? Small strikes. You, go away. Block. I'll hit you. It's only 4 damage? Why is that only 4 damage? Attack. Attack. Overhead swing? Oh, because you're giving shields. Stun you. How much damage does this do? Deal 1 hit for 1 to 2 damage. What kind of madness is that? Looks like our only option is honestly small strikes. Ow. Overhead strike. Overhead swing. Tuck. Then use this on him. You get rid of him faster. Take some damage. Alright. Attack. Attack. Block. Still taking 8 damage. Jerk. Smack. 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 We're taking... Oof. You can be stunned. And then small strikes. And we've leveled up again. Alright, deal one hit for 125% damage, duplicate the next card played. That's not bad. Random attack. Deal one hit for 150% damage to a random enemy. Stun a random enemy. Reduce random enemy's armor by 50 this turn. Gain one block next turn, draw one additional card with its cost reduced by 1. I like Deep Breath.
The
Blacksmith!
song breaks through the slithering of the weirdness.
I have no hope, no home, no gold. Mine is but misty morning cold.
Not long afterwards, you come upon a man wearing a blacksmith's apron.
Oi, traveller. Want to buy a good anvil? 'Tis all I have, I'm afraid. Me home, you see, went poof. 1 minute there, next minute gone.
This guy's
I
extremely
found myself
carefree.
here with this lump of iron for company. I swear to gods it started talking to me not long ago.
I would believe that at this point.
Oh, no. I left that life behind quite a while ago. All I'm interested in these days are runestones.
Runestones.
Yes, containers for the magic of giants. Even though you'll usually find them broken, they're extremely powerful. You can use them to enhance your weapons or armor. They will influence your abilities in different ways. Also, when you find 3 of the same kind and rarity, you'll be able to fuse them together. This will make them even more powerful.
Alright.
Here, let me give you some. You can try it later. I'd say that since you know what you're looking for, you should be able to find more of them out there. By the way,
1 cracked gar and 1 cracked calc. What else can you do with these runestones? Alright. Common. Each card played increases your damage by 5% this turn. Cracked calc. In weapon slot, in the first turn of combat, draw 1 additional card with cost reduced by 1. Armor slot, heal 5 HP after every combat 1. I'd like to buy this. Then a turn, deal 1 hit for 5 damage to all enemies. I would like to buy this. And now I'm T4 to afford anything. I can't. Oh, I have to get this, which is runestone dust. Oh, this is cool. We transmute. So we have shop, exchange, swap one of your runestones to another of the same rarity. Upgrades gives us additional slots. That's pretty cool. Transmute, combine 3 into 1 of the same rarity. You want to come to my village?
Well, you must first prove you can take care of yourself. Kill 10 bears
What?
and... just fooling, for pity's sake. What would I need 10 bears for?
Ow!
Show me the way.
Combat encounters will now drop runestones. When equipped, they can increase your abilities or stats. Whoop. Oh, so C to open up character, and then I can pick up runestones. Increase damage by 2. Weapon slot. First turn of combat, draw 1 additional card. Cost reduced by 1. Weapon slot, increase damage by 2. Let's see here. I think the raw base damage. Oh, I have to click and drag. Click and drag, and then you in armor slot heal 5 HP after every combat 1. the end of turn, deal 1 hit for 5 damage to all enemies. I like this. Killing them faster is kind of better than healing. So should I just go back? I'm kind of like low on health. Can I go back and heal? The answer to that question is no, apparently. So I essentially have to go and fight until I die. Got it. Well, that kind of sucks. Come to get you. Tainted Force. Use armor of all enemies for 10 by 10 for this turn. If not played next turn, draw 2 cards less. Wow. What do you have 500 HP? It drains HP from its allies, gets stronger when they die, and replaces them with summons. Maintains to use normal attack. Alright, so let's play this. Let's play this. Then stun you. And then small strikes. And then pass turn. Attack you. Going to small strikes. Then need to block. Then overhead swing on you. Oof. I'm pretty sure we are dying this turn. Yeah, we're pretty dead. Blocks, dead. Alright, so do
Within
we
the
like come
darkness,
back?
you hear a familiar voice.
Finally. Now we can start the cycle of proper rebirth.
A different voice appears out of nowhere, and its owner is nowhere to be seen.
Be gone.
Oh,
It is calm, inhumanly calm.
Can I invite you to the table?
do you have
see
tea?
a hooded figure waiting for you by the table. A chessboard sits upon it, the game in progress. As you take the free chair, you realize the creature has no face. A white skull leers from the shadows of the hood, a human skeleton draped with robes.
I admit, I'm not used to showing up in person whenever people die. That's too much hassle with adjusting my presence to your current imaginations and
Are
whatnot.
you the Grim Reaper?
But let's say that your case is special.
Your death?
Yes. And yes to that other question, too. You're technically dead, but there are certain things that prevent you from, let's say, being properly gone.
Wait, did he break the fourth wall and
Recent
read my
events had
options?
consequences going beyond the intentions that sparked them. And now we're stuck in this unfortunate predicament because time, as you know it, is irreversibly corrupted.
Time time got corrupted.
past and the future are happening at the same time. All that you see is an echo of things that already happened or eventually will, presented without inherent sense, without purpose, without any logic.
Does that mean we're near like a black hole or
You
something?
see 4 figures on the board changing shapes into forms of beasts, and a moment later, they dissolve into dust.
You must slay the Guardians and keep slaying them until you reach the source, conjuring them out of the weirdness. Their deaths will make you stronger.
Alright.
This will lead you to your destination.
What will? Each run can be lost, but part of the accumulated power is transformed into new possibilities for the upcoming runs. Rewards unlocked. These cards and passives will be available over the course of your runs. Cosmetic items are added to your wardrobe, accessible via the seamstress. Deal 1 hit for 750% weapon damage, draw 2 cards less next turn. That kind of sucks. Well, I mean, 750% damage kind of, it makes sense. Deal 1 hit for 80% damage and gain 15 barrier. I like that. Yes. 2 feints. Deal 2 hits for 50% damage to random enemies. If both strike the same enemy, add 1 hit for 150% damage. Chain. Multiplies this card's effect by the number of cards of the same type played during this turn. So good when you have a lot of energy. Oh, I have to actually click them. These are the major objectives in the game. Things you need to accomplish in order to unlock the ending. Villagers recruited. Find the true boss fight. Souls saved from corruption. It's a secret boss fight you need to unlock. Alright, so we discover some passives. Pick a blessing for your next run. Oh, did I have healing potions and not realize it? I'm a dum-dum. Let's take 2 more healing potions. You die, and it restarts, is the achievement that we just unlocked. I will have to continue to progress to unlock these. Let's go! Do 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 do. Alright, I have 100 monies. I have 500. No, I have 5 torches. I hear tinkering. Where are you at, blacksmith? Oh, probably in the only place
As
that's actually
you
open.
approach the blacksmith, you hear him angrily mumbling to his anvil.
I swear on my name. One day he'll pay.
Who?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Not at this point. Now I'm here and happy. It's just an old habit of mine.
His eyes say otherwise. Something is clearly on his mind.
It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you've invited me to your village, and I can now hammer away in peace and safety.
Oh, I can buy runestones. So I can start off with buying some. First turn combat, increase your damage by 50%. The first start of battle, gain 75 armor. This! I like this. Weapon slot, each card played increases your power by 5% this turn. Not very strong. Cracked Stand seems pretty strong. Cracked Guard, increased damage by 2. Reduce armor of all enemies by 10, so you take 10% more damage. I think I like this more. So we'll buy these. You got anything to talk about?
You're
Alright.
not giving up, are you?
Nope.
Fine,
Dumb.
fine. I'll tell you. I really loved me village and me people. When the army marched through our lands, I thought the All-Mother herself had blessed me. I got a contract to forge soldiers' weapons. But something went wrong. The weapons weakened instead of getting harder. So the army blacksmith accused me of treason. They didn't hang me because my people demanded a fair trial. But there was no time for one, so the army burned down me workshop and told me to leave.
What the shit?
I had no choice. It was that or the noose. This anvil is the one thing that survived the fire. No, I don't care about that. It was so long ago. It's just a habit of mine. Whenever I work on weapons, I like to get angry. And then I force myself to care. And you get the gist.
That's
My
fair.
only regret from those days is that I didn't get the chance to say goodbye to me beloved Silence.
Silence?
He quickly realizes that a question is forming in your mind.
Ah, silence.
His eyes sparkle as he starts to tell the tale.
She was the most beautiful person I have ever met. We would only meet at night, near the water. She didn't speak, true, but we understood each other very well. I miss her every day.
Oh.
So please, forget what I told you considering the other blacksmith and all that treason. It really doesn't bother me anymore. But Silence, if you ever meet her, please tell her I'm here. If she wants to join us, I promise I'll take care of her. I'd be glad to have someone to talk to besides me anvil.
Oh. You know what? Just for you, I will keep an eye out for this person. Alright. Oop. So he's back to tinkering. We have runestones. In armor, first turn combat, get plus 75 armor. Then this. So reduce armor of all enemies by 10. Gonna need one of these. Alright, gonna go this way. Hey, you. I don't know who or what you are, but I'm fighting. The heck is this? You can use blocks to protect yourself from enemy hits. Yes, I know this. What are you? Faceless Hunter. The enemy will deliver more hits each turn unless it's stunned. So, first attack is for 1 damage. So it's block, overhead swing, attack. So 2 times 5 to 6. Thank you for the stun, weird. Overhead swing, small strikes. Then overhead swing, small strikes. Alright, so we get double block, gain 1 block, and gain 1 block next turn. Deal 2 hits for 100% damage with cleave. What does cleave do exactly? Deals 20% of damage to all other enemies. That's not bad. Reduce damage dealt by all enemies by 30% for 3 turns. This, I mean, getting blocks but getting flat damage reduction is also nice in the event that we can't block. But I think double block is better. Blood on Fire increases the maximum damage you deal by 6. Heavy opening, first hit in combat, deal 100% more damage. Or Eternal Return. At the start of each combat, gain 2 ultimate charges. Let's go with Blood on Fire. It seems like it's the upper limit for damage that it's increasing. But I'm perfectly fine with that. Which way do I want to go? So it looks like the candle burns as we walk. Let's see what this is. What the heck are you? Perverted Life Force. This enemy will negate every hit under a certain threshold of damage. You also deliver a certain amount of hits to temporarily get rid of this buff. 4 negated hits in a single turn. Negates every hit under 12. That's horrifying. So we will double block. We will small strikes. And we will attack you. So he attacks everyone on the battlefield. So enemy can add useless cards to I should probably make sure to kill him first. Ow. Deal 1 hit for 8 to 18 damage. I'm gonna hit you. Attack you. And then small strikes. Oh, our 75% armor is literally only for 1 turn. That's kind of annoying. Block. Block. Overhead swing. Hit. What do you do? Enemy intends to debuff. No, thank you. Smack. Double block. Attack. Nice. Because we have the larger upper maximum, we can hit harder for that at least. So we have a block. I'm gonna stun you. And then I'm gonna strike you and hope we don't. Tainted Force. Deal 1 hit for 49 damage. Let's use it on you. Block. We will attack. What? You have 16. Oh, this will just wreck you. Go away. Be gone! Ow. So what we want to do is we want to block. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. And then we can broad reach and small strikes. Ooh, we leveled up. Stun all enemies with no or negative armor for 1. Deal 1 hit for 150% damage, return 3. Card stays in your hand after it was played. It can be played a limited number of times in a single turn. Retaliate with 1 hit, dealing 300% of damage received from the next hit. That's kind of cool. But I like stunning things.
As you approach the tree, it seems to shift and move.
The hanging tree.
You draw closer, and suddenly you realize why the tree appears to be moving. Dozens of rotting bodies dangle and sway in the breeze. It looks like a strange dance with their necks nodding along in their nooses.
That's weird. Loot!
While circling the tree, you notice something lying on the ground.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to 100 coins. So like this. Alright. So, what are you? Why are these things so weird? Forest Sentinel. This enemy redirects damage from all of its allies to itself. So we're going to be dealing most of our damage to it as a result. So block. Tainted Force. That's pretty good. Smack. Overhead strike. Block. Ow. You know what? Stunning shot. Small strikes. Small strikes. Block. Overhead swing. Attack. potentially delete it. Alright, delete it. Deal no damage because we have a block. Let's stun you. Then small strikes you. How much damage do you deal? 2 to 5 at the moment. Stun an enemy. Yes, please. Then small strikes. Then broad reach. And then weird hunter. Nice. Alright, we should change around our stones as well. So... Actually, no, this is perfect here. Yeah, we'll just leave it as is. Cursed brooch.
This ancient, thick-walled broch now serves as a private prison. You may try to break the prisoner free, but you never know who that might be. A follower who will strengthen your village, an ingrate who will simply run away, or maybe a criminal who will attack you out of sheer spite for everything. A follower who will strengthen your village, an ingrate who will
That's an
simply
interesting
run
bug.
away,
She was reading
or maybe
it
a criminal who
even
will
though we hadn't
attack
gotten
you
to
out
section
of
yet.
sheer
Oh. Mind Bender. This enemy will spawn illusions of random enemies. Overhead swing. Attack. Attack. What the hell is that? If all hits miss the enemy, it will deal 2 times more hits in the next turn. Otherwise, it will deal 2 less hits next turn. That is so much damage! Static shout. Give her a smack. Double block. Small strikes. Attack. Alright, made it to level 5. Discard your hand and deal 0 hits for 50% damage. 1 hit for each card discarded. We don't draw a whole lot of cards, so I'm not too worried about that. Double Pain, duplicate the next card played. Rapid Attack, deal 6 hits for 33% damage to random enemies. Each hit reduces the enemy's armor by 5% until end of combat. This is actually not bad. I like Rapid Strikes. First attack type card played in each combat costs 0 energy. Physical Training, duplicate every 6th attack type card played. Whenever you kill an enemy, draw 1 card with its cost reduced by 2. You know what? Let's take duplicate every 6th attack type card. Free another prisoner. Wait. You're the only person that's here. There we go. Ow. We should play double block. Then... You know what? Rapid attack. And then Weird Hunter. Okay. Alright. I tried again?
Thank you for taking me out. Do you know of any place where I might go? Find shelter. I promise I can be of use. I trained people in martial arts for years.
You might join me in
Then
my
I'll
village.
meet you in your village.
He thanks you sincerely and starts walking, but he collapses as soon as he takes his first step out of his cell. The instant he touches the ground, he dissipates into a cloud of weirdness.
Master at Arms. All right. Let's go beat up this guy. Alright, you're the guy that heals yourself. Let's do this, and then I'm gonna be a little bit crazy. Let's do this. Reduce armor of all enemies by 25 for this turn. Then we have Stunning Shout. Then we have Small Strikes. How much damage are you at? 19 to 43? Alright. We'll stun you. Then we'll Overhead Strike. And we'll drink a potion. Actually, no. So, Overhead Swing. Double Block. Broad Reach. This has a chance of killing him. Ha! Darn it. Alright. Stunning Shout. Then Broad Reach. Attack. And then pass. Reduce damage of all enemies by 20% this turn. So we'll play it. Then crud. We can a normal attack can do it. Awesome. Achievement unlocked, Treasure Guardian. Wait, is that treasure?
You found what was protected by this beast. A stash of gold and jewelry.
Yay.
When you filled your pockets up to the brim with gold, 3 ethereal chests materialize in front of you. Bringing your hand towards one of them causes the others to shimmer and blur.
What is this? A world of object permanence? So you can get worm shards, unlock a new weapon slot for rune stones, or gain 2 damage. Let's get a big pile of worm shards. Blood Altar. Alright, what have we got? Warped Light Seeker. This enemy's power changes depending on your worm candle's burn level. This enemy can add useless cards to your deck, and this enemy can also add useless cards to your deck. So let's Stunning Shout. We'll get some random attacks in. We will Overhead Swing on him and pass turn. So what do we have? We will block. We will rapid attack. Then go ahead and hit him. Alright. Puts him closer to dead. Alright, so we should use one of these. Reduce armor of all of your enemies by 10 for this turn. Your deck has been infected with obsolete cards. Play this card to get rid of it. Alright. So double block. Overhead Swing on you. And then we're just gonna have to take some damage. It's not a terrible amount of damage. Let's Stunning Shout. Small Strikes. Then we'll Worm Hunter you. And then pass. I should have Broad Reached. Let's rapid attack. Let's small strikes. There we go. Level 6. This turn gain 50 armor and stun every enemy that hits you. Piercing strike, reduce the enemy's armor by 50 and damage by 10% for the next 5 turns. That's really nice. Then I'm guessing Blood Ultra you probably give health at, and
These crystals were already here when the first men landed on the island, but they don't look like something made by the Four Dwellers either. Their origin doesn't matter much, as most of them had been damaged by bandits looking for valuables, or simply smashed by vandals who enjoyed the way they crumble into pieces. However, you can still sense a glimpse of faint power in this place. A power that calls for your blood.
I mean, you know what? Let's find out what it does. Pray to Forget. Sacrifice HP. Remove 1 card from your deck. Requires 33 health. Sacrifice HP for max HP. Requires 30 health. Gain 20 max HP. Sacrifice HP for wealth. Requires 10 HP. You will get 200 coins. You know what? Sure. Coming for you. Alright, what have we got? What the heck is that? Shaman. The enemy will spawn totems to buff its allies with various effects. He's planning on using a buff. He attacks all enemies for 2 damage. And buff himself. His enemy will deliver more hits each turn unless it's stunned. Tainted Force. Deal 1 hit for 12 to 27 damage. If we don't play it this turn, gain 25% damage. How do I want to handle this? Let's broad reach into rapid attack. Because we're not taking much damage anyways. Alright, you need to die. That needs to die as well. See, if I were to do this, I would do 17 to 40. If I broad reach it instead, it does 32 to 72. We have a good chance of killing him. We did not. I may regret this. Ow, ow. Use potion. Use another one. Then stunning shout. Then double block, just so we have a free block for next turn. Then small strikes. Then what do I want to do? Broad reach, then small strikes, then I'll do 10 to 23, 20 to 46, kill you, double block, fast turn. To 1 hit for 8 to 18. Go and smack you. Then finish you off. Alright. Oh, we got Cracked Gar. Weapon slot increase attack by 2. At the end of turn, deal 1 hit for 5 damage to all enemies. Hello.
He's just a lost soul, wandering between clouds of weirdness with a fading weird candle in his hand. His eyes light up when he sees you. You notice that he is not actually looking at you. He's looking at your candle.
Thank gods. Mine's almost out. Do you have more? Please. If you don't help me, I'm done for.
What are you looking for?
I have to find them. They're somewhere. I know it. I can feel it. And I need to be there. To be by their side.
Right
Thank
here.
you.
He continues with his search.
This is going to be extremely dangerous. But you know what? Screw it. Fighting. Thousand health, 65 armor. Holy smokes. Overhead swing. Reduce his armor. Oh, does he do more damage the more I deal to him? This boss will spawn a new enemy after being stunned or after suffering several hits. Stun will permanently reduce its armor. It will also lose some armor every few turns. Might as well stun it then. Ouch. Why do you keep getting attack increase? Gain 10% damage this turn. Small strikes. Small strikes. Faster. Ow. Ow. Use. Gain 1 block and 1 energy, draw 1 card, offer 10 armor until the end of combat. I don't really gain armor though. Let's play this. Overhead swing. Block. Pass. $33 to $47? Holy smokes, so he's just gonna eat like his... Let's make it so you're more likely to die. Then overhead swing. Overhead swing. Oof. Oh, I thought he was gonna attack his allies to do that. I am the dumb. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just dead. Yeah, we're just super dead. Shock. Vulnerable enemies become stunned. And 1,000 cuts. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card's energy cost is reduced by 1. So we've unlocked the Summoner. Let's continue then. We will give this one more time. Well, one more try. Give me 2 healing potions. And we will play as the Weird Hunter again. Wow, seems significantly brighter than it was before. Oh, Master at Arms. What do you do, Master at Arms?
Thank you for breaking me out of that prison. It felt like eternity. Maybe it was an eternity. Are you ready to practice?
What are we practicing? Permanently upgrade your skills and abilities. Oh, so it looks like it takes card shreds. How the hell do I get card shreds? Each card you didn't take during level up turns into a card shred. Currency used to buy permanent upgrades. Each card you didn't take during a level up? Oof. Choose from one of 3 available cards for 100. Remove a card for 100. Alright, we'll have to pass on that. Blacksmith.
The blacksmith is hard at work.
Don't even think about bringing other blacksmiths here with you. This village is mine. We are dead serious when it comes to competition.
Alright, man. You know, I'm sure we'll, be fine. Actually, can I upgrade you? No, you take runestone dust. Darn it. Wait a moment. What was it? Buy runestones? No. Upgrade blacksmith's ability. Transmute. Shop. Exchange. Darn. We should buy an armor slot. First turn gain 75 armor. Isn't very useful. Warp slot, reduce armor of all enemies by 10. Increase max HP by 30. An armor slot. End of turn, deal 1 hit for 5 damage to all enemies. I like both of these. So we got Cracked Stan. And we'll buy Cracked Ethel. So we still need to slay the stone golem. Let's go and equip runestones. Each card played this turn. So you go here. You go here. No one else is doing anything. Oh, you have to have an active weird torch to get back. Why does it seem so much brighter? Just the nature of the randomization. Alright. Swing the block. Overhead swing. We're just gonna start nuking his armor. Overhead swing. Then stun a random enemy. Small strikes. Attack. Pass turn. Then attack. Whee! Next turn, increase your damage by 100% by using meditation. Power blow, deal 1 hit for 750% damage, draw 2 less cards. Reduce enemy's armor by 100% of your damage, 100% damage until the end of combat. Alright, I'll take that. Let's see here. Haste, whenever you kill an enemy, draw 1 card, its cost reduced by 2. 1,000 cuts, whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card, its energy cost reduced by 1. Block every second hit received in a turn. I'll take beginner's luck. There are a lot of enemies that do like double attacks. There's a lot of things up here. Come here. Oof, 2 of them. Gonna play that. Gonna have to overhead swing. Gonna have to block. Oh right, it's every attack received. Steel Eater. Small Strike. Small Strikes. Alright. This enemy will deliver more hits each turn unless it's stunned. So let's go ahead and stun this guy. Then... no, roll Small Strikes. Alright. So... what do we deal? We deal 12 to 28. We will Broad Reach. And blow him up with that. Then... Steel Eater you. And then block. Then... get 10% damage this turn. Then... block. I shouldn't have bothered blocking. Attack. Then we will stun you. We will attack. And then we'll pass. Then we will overhead swing. We will attack. We will block. We'll see if that kills you. It did not. Then we'll attack. Fountain of Health.
Early explorers of Avalon found many springs with supernatural properties, including ones that could heal. Not many of these miraculous creeks are left these days, since most were drained dry to provide water supplies for Arthur's soldiers.
That's dumb.
You immediately feel refreshed. However, you feel a strange chill running down your spine like an icy finger.
I don't like that the Grim Reaper is potentially there. Ooh. Hello. Hello, weird thing that face tanks the damage for whoever you're allied with. Let's go ahead and use this. Overhead swing. Steel Eater. I pass. Ow. Block. Block. Attack. Ow. Do do do. So we block. What are you planning on doing? Enemy intends to buff. That does not sound like a good thing. We need more overhead swings. Overhead swing. Small Strikes. Ow. Oof. Overhead swing. Attack. Block. Ow. What is this? Use damage for all enemies by 50%. You know what? We won't play that this turn. Actually, we should. Attack. Small Strike. Then hit him with this. Oof. Now what, huh? Oh, that's what. What do you do? Oh, you just keep applying buffs to things. So we will block. We will Small Strikes. We will overhead swing. We will block. We will Small Strikes. We will attack. Except we will attack. Then we will overhead swing, and then we will Weird Hunter, and then we will attack. Woo! Level 3. I kind of like reposition. And we will take Cracked Ethel. Alright. Can I upgrade myself by unlocking? Doesn't look like it. Stones. Alright. I will be right back. I have to use the restroom real quick. I should be back in a couple moments. Alright. Sorry for that delay. I have returned. I don't remember how we were supposed to upgrade these. Like, are we supposed to have the blacksmith upgrade them?
It seems that your gift did indeed help this man to survive. But now the weird candle he got from you is almost extinguished.
You again! It's a sign! Gods have sent you to help me with my search. Please, can I have one more candle?
Maybe he's right. Maybe it's more than just a coincidence.
Fine.
Thank you. I hope we'll meet again.
He continues with...
Give you a freaking candle. Is it you again? Or are you an enemy? You're an enemy. Alright. I was confused for a moment. So it looks like he's a healer. Enemy intends to attack all enemies. Reduce armor of all enemies by 25 for this turn. Let's block. Then reposition. Then overhead strike. Goal will probably be to reduce his armor as much as possible and then just beat him down. Overhead swing. Stun you. What do you do Exactly. His power changes depending on your worm candle's burn level. So guessing the lower it is, the stronger he is. Let's block. Let's reposition. Let's small strikes. Let's small strikes. Ow. Let's overhead swing. Let's overhead swing. Let's block. Then, what do you give me? Sure. Like this. Then, let's broad reach. Explode him. Then reposition. Play one of our blocks. Alright. Then block. We will small strike you. I should have overhead swung and then small strikes. Then block. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Then hit you with this. And down he goes. Weapon slot reduce armor of all enemies by 10 and armor increase max HP by 30. Who are you and why are you here?
Music. Joyful melodies at that. They sound weirdly inappropriate, drifting through the inscrutable darkness. Then, the source of the sound appears.
Oh, a traveller. Come on, sing with me.
There are many instruments around, all made from materials at hand. Most have been crafted from sticks and bushes, but you can also see some monstrous body parts here and there.
That's slightly scary.
Singing is the only thing that will get us through these strange times, don't you agree? Sing with me.
Oh god. You know what? Sure.
You aren't all that bright, are you? My music once filled the halls of... Wait, what was the name of that king? You know, the tall one. Arthur? Yes, grumpy one, didn't like jokes, but he paid well.
He starts to dance again, clapping on his belly like a drum.
Speaking of paying, Master Stranger, do you have any coins to spare? If you do, I might teach you a song or two.
Oh, I don't have any money. I'm poor. Excuse me. Sorry, drinking an electrolyte drink that's powder based. So sometimes it's a little bit grainy. Sometimes. So we shall overhead swing. And then we will small strikes. And then we'll reposition. Then we will overhead swing. And then we'll pass. Reason we did that is because his attacks hit harder. And we're ignoring the second attack anyways that we receive. One hit for 46. Let's see here. Let's stun him. Let's see here. How much damage do you deal? 7 to 10. So attack. Deal 8 to 12. Reposition. Then so we'll take 4 to 5, ignore 4 to 5, then ignore the 7 to 9. Let's overhead swing him. Alright. So we should use one of these now. Then we will overhead swing you. Small strikes. Then block. And then next turn we should build a broad reach for the win. Alright. Not quite level 4. How frustrating. Who are you and why are you here?
You enter a small glade, quite unique in the way its grass reflects the surrounding weirdness. You see dozens of jars overflowing with a strange liquid. They're filled with a variety of different monstrous body parts.
Do I buy potions from you?
Then you notice a woman who is taking pieces out of some of the jars and placing them into others. You get really close before she raises her head.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't notice you approach.
She
I mean,
points
you're in the
at
middle
her
of the
face.
weird.
You realize that one of the young woman's eyes is made of glass. Glass. A rare material, especially in this world ravaged by war.
Sight-related issues.
She
That's fair.
chuckles nervously and takes an enormous hand out of one of the jars. She starts scratching her head.
Welcome
Hopefully
to
not
my
with that hand.
dominion, the altar of knowledge, as I call it, as this is the place where knowledge is born. Many of my potions are still in development, I admit, but I think I could give you a very special potion in exchange for the most valuable component you could provide me with. Gold, of course.
Who are you anyway?
I'm a scholar in training. I've devoted my life to two things: gathering knowledge and performing experiments. But when I think about it, it's one and the same thing. Experiments help in expanding my... I apologize. I tend to spiral within my thoughts when I'm hungry. I think I haven't eaten for a week now.
She continues like that for a while.
Master Iron always took care of such things. He remembered about food and other earthly things, but he disappeared.
I mean, a lot of people did.
She considers your offer.
But will I be able to continue my research? Back home, people weren't very keen about my approach to science.
You nod, hoping that you won't regret this decision.
I mean, I don't see why I would regret it.
Then show me the way.
Yay! We've unlocked the scientist. Combat encounters will now drop consumable items. Remember to equip and use them. Oh!
As
You know what?
the
It's
flickering
your
light
range.
of the weird candle combines with the milestone's faint radiance, the surrounding darkness is pushed even further back. As the
Boost.
flickering light
Ooh. Havachi. Where are you? Setting will negate every hit. Alright, the one that negates if it's under a set amount of damage. You know what? Overhead swing. Overhead swing. Then small strikes. Reposition. Block. Steel Eater. Tuck. I need to take out the healer. So small strikes. Overhead. Then attack. Then overhead. Block. Attack. Then overhead here. Small strikes. Attack. You deal 20 to 31 damage. Oh. Use a potion. Then broad reach. You. That did not quite kill you. I was kind of hoping it would. There we go. We have 1 energy left, so we should reposition. Get a block. Then overhead swing. Block. Small strikes. Then block. Steel Eater. Strike. Then overhead. Small strikes. Nice. Nod to foot. Escape from combat. Doesn't work during legendary or story encounters. That's kind of weird. Oh, you get a new card. So you get Stronghold, gain 15 armor for the next 3 turns. Multiplies the card's effect by the number of cards of the same type played in a row during this turn. Deal 1 hit for 550% damage with Cleave. Gain 40 armor for 2 turns. Upgrade. If used when under 25% of max HP, 25, increase the card's duration by 1 turn. I kind of like Stronghold. Alright. Unused blocks last for 1 additional turn. Start every combat with 2 additional energy. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your armor by 10 this turn. Yes, please. Web slot, each card played increases damage by 5% this turn. Armor slot, increase armor by 10. Oh, I can merge the Cracked Ethel. Nice. In armor slot, increase armor by 17. Weapon slot, each card played. Why does it say reduce our armor? Oh, because it's telling me what my current active effects are. Alright, so we have 17% damage reduction. What the heck is this? Cursed Healer?
You hear someone screaming nearby.
Godless healing! Godless healing!
Intrigued, you approach the source of the sound. It turns out to be a joyful man advertising his merchandise to the nearest trees.
Huh.
Who said you need an all-mother or a stag-father to have a blessing of health? Let's not dwell on them anymore. It's all about potions and elixirs and other trinkets infused with proper...
His monologue goes on.
Proper what?
You can see tiny horns growing from his skull. His mind clearly isn't quite right either. Maybe disrespecting the gods wasn't such a great idea after all.
What you got? I'm too poor. Why does everything have to be so expensive? Can Hello. Would you like to fight? Doot doot doot. So we play this. Block. We attack. We overhead swing. We attack. And then we block. Then we block. We overhead swing. We small strikes. Ooh. We get another nod foot. Cracked Calc. Weapon slot in the first turn of combat, draw 1 additional cards with cost reduced by 1. Armor slot, heal 5 HP after each combat 1. Coming to fight ya! I'm gonna fight ya! The heck are you? Deranged Red Priest. Sami can create barriers to protect its allies. You must die. Who are you? Infected human. This enemy's shape and the pulsation of its body suggest that you should be prepared for an explosive surprise. I don't like that idea. %20 more damage. Maybe I should reposition. Then Stronghold. Then Overhead Strike. Then Stun Heal. Oh, you're immune to stun. That says you're immune to stun? Oh, there it does. It's right there. Reading those things would explain the thing. Just block. Reposition. Oh, he's about to attack everyone on the battlefield for 5 damage. So should overhead swing, smack, block, reposition, then overhead swing, pass. What the heck is this? This enemy either attacks or buffs its armor and damage. I don't like that. Let's go block, block, struggle. What do you do? Stun a random enemy. If not played next turn, gain 5 barrier. I'm fine with getting 5 barrier next turn. So, small strikes. Then, small strikes. Then, attack. Swing, then Broad Reach, then Weird Hunter, then should have probably overhead swung again. Then Broad Reach, and Small Strikes. Who are you?
There are old customs that protect the traveling priests of the All-Mother. The one you see before you, walking through the weirdness at a brisk, confident pace, doesn't seem to realize or care that this protection is unlikely to extend here.
Can I be healed?
Before you have a chance to ask her for anything, something leaps out of the weirdness.
The heck? Let's try a healer. This guy gives barriers. This is gonna be really annoying. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. Block. That's annoying. Let's reposition. Block. Stronghold. Alright. Overhead swing. Strike. Small strikes. You know what? No. I just want you dead. Go ahead. Ow. Overwhelming swing. Block. Block. Alright. So, block, reposition, stronghold, overhead swing. Yes. Alright, so that takes care of them. Ooh. I think I'll hold on to that. So block, overhead swing, steel eater. Wait, was that draw 2 less cards? Aw, I thought it was 2 more cards. Small strikes. It's done. Then let's go block, reposition, overhead swing, overhead swing. Then block, stronghold, small strikes. Then what do you want? Not played next turn, lose 50 armor. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. Ow. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Then murder. Not quite level 5.
Praise the Mother. I'm glad you're here. I want to settle this once and for all. If All Mother is still with us, she will protect me. If not, I'd rather die anyway. Now let me be on my way and you go on yours. With my blessing.
Yay!
Reluctantly, she reveals that she went into the weirdness of her own free will.
Ever since we landed on Avalon, I've seen so much evil. Men killing each other for a slice of bread. Parents drowning their children so that their cries don't draw a weird spawn. It's so hard to believe the Mother still watches over us.
Oof.
I'm on a pilgrimage, trying to visit all of the shrines raised throughout these lands in the name of the All-Mother.
You realize that with the world being in constant flux, stuck between various times and realities, her pilgrimage will probably never end.
Can I invite her to the...
You tell her that since your journey will take you to various places anyway, you might as well help out. You can see that she's exhausted but grateful.
Come to my village.
Here, it's an incense blessed by the High Priestess. Use it to perform a ritual at all of the All-Mother's altars you can find. and hope that, in time, we'll be able to purify and shield them from corruption.
One blessed incense.
I'm too far away from the altar to cast spells like that. I can give you some potions or teach you a certain technique, though. It's your choice.
You know what? Learn the secret spell. Create 100 barrier. Has 2 charges. Huh. Thank you. I'll take that. But what the heck is the All-Mother's thingamabob? The All-Mother's altar. Alright. So you're just gonna absorb all the hits. You create barriers. This is gonna be really annoying. Gonna have to overhead swing. Wait, play it. Oh right, because we have to select small strikes. Ow. Gain 10% damage this turn. We'll save that. So then block, block, pass. Then stronghold for the armor. Overhead swing. Attack. Reposition. Just to get through our hand. Alright. So we have to small strikes. Small strikes. Sure. Hit him with that. Then use potion. Then broad reach, small strikes, attack, enter. What do you do? You know what? Play it. Overhead swing, attack, pass. Then overhead swing, small strikes, block, pass. Then overhead swing, small strikes, nice. Level 6. Deal 1 hit, 75% damage. If the enemy intends to attack, stun it. That's pretty good. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna skip them.
As you
Hanging
approach
tree.
the tree, you draw close dozens of rocks while
Loot.
circling the...
Thank you. I am poor. I need the money. Alright. So we're gonna fight this. What the heck are these? Undying subject. Subject will resurrect after death and attack its master once before the old habits of loyalty and devotion kick in. So he will attack his own subjects to heal himself and try to debuff you. Wow, this music is crazy. Let's block into stronghold. Then let's Steel Eater. Reposition. Overhead swing. And small strikes. Then overhead swing. Block. Reposition. Small strikes. Block, stronghold, small strikes, 17 to 26. Alright, gain 50% more damage this turn. Small strikes. Attack. Then we just have to pass. Then attack. Block. Stronghold. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. It's an overhead swing. And small strikes. Then only 15 to 23. No, smack you. Alright, swing. One damage. Oh yeah. Loot.
You found what was protected by when you filled your pot.
Alright. So we will get 10 armor, gain 2 damage, or gain a pile of weird shards. Let's gain 10 armor. Alright, let's go fight this freaking stone giant. Alright, you get to be stunned. I'm gonna play this for 100 health barrier. Reposition. I'm going to Steel Eater you. And then I'm going to use a potion and pass turn. Wait, I could have attacked. I'm dumb. Block into Stronghold, into Overbearing Swing. Overhead swing. Then small strike. Then attack. Overhead swing. into reposition, into attack. Gain 20% damage this turn. Block, stronghold. Alright. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Attack. Starting to be a few too many golems here. Attack. Attack. Block. Gamble. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. Reposition. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Dual card. More increases cost by 1. Let's try this. Then broad reach. Then smack you. Then play All Mother's Blessing. Then attack you. Pass. Oof. Block, block, stronghold. Small strikes. Stun. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. Risk. Now, gamble. Reposition. Steel Eater. Gamble. Attack. Attack. Stun? Play. Then we need block and stronghold. Oh. Gamble. Risk. Overhead swing. Broad reach. Reposition. Hit him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure even after all this, we're still dead. Overhead swing. Attack. Yup. Ah, we were so close. that's the end of this stream. We will have to give it a go again tomorrow. Let's see what we got before we do. So we unlock Devastating Attack, which is an X energy. Offer all energy and deal 1 hit for 0% damage. Damage increased by 175% for each point of energy consumed. One-man army. Deal 3 hits for 50% damage to random enemies. Gain 5 enemy for every distinct enemy hit. Disruption. Reduce the energy cost of 1 card in your hand by 1. Chain. Alright. And then that's the end of the stream. Thank you for anyone that watches. If you have any thoughts, tricks, things you want to see done, particular class you want to see playing, just let me know, and I will do my best. Good night.